The game tomorrow obviously has obviously I should say has importance going into the Olympia game. I mean, if you get a win, what does it mean for your options of going through the quarterfinal round? Is what I was trying to say.
Well, we're in a good position. We're at 6 points. Olympia's at 6 points. Obviously, they've played one more game, so they played Alpha twice. Got 2 wins in that game. So if we win tomorrow, then we're in the driver's seat for the final game. It means we can win, draw, or lose by a 1-goal margin and get out of the group. The goal differential only comes into play with the 2 teams involved.
Mm-hmm.
So we beat Alpha tomorrow and then lose, then the goal differential would come. Lose at Olympia, then the goal differential would come into play. And if we lose by 2 goals, then they would win the next tiebreaker, which is away goals. So first and foremost, we can't play the last game yet. We got to play this next game, and we can't get ahead of ourselves. We need to make sure that we get 3 points first and foremost. But the goal differential tomorrow means nothing.
Right.
So the key is we got to win, and it doesn't matter if it's by 5 goals or by 1 goal. We need to win tomorrow. If we don't win tomorrow, now we put a lot of pressure on ourselves going to Olympia in that last game. Now, obviously, if we don't win, we got to win to get a result.
And when you look at obviously the timing isn't the best in terms of the MLS games, but how do you you've done this most of the season in terms of keeping these guys focused on the games at hand? What's been I don't know if I don't want to say secret, but what do you do to keep them?
Well, I think
Each
the key
game.
is having depth, which we have, and I think the key is to compartmentalize each game. And I think when you follow a rhythm like we followed the last week, where you've got guys that are really bought into the league and guys that are bought into the Champions League, then you stay on track physically, because now we come back with a group that's fresh, a group that didn't play perhaps last game as many minutes, and also they're mentally eager, and like I said, they have played a part in these games. So I think that always helps from a mental and physical standpoint. When you have a tight window, you can focus one group pretty much on the league and one group on the Champions League. So we'll kind of follow that track, and we won't really adapt from that. So you'll see, a similar group to what you saw the last Champions League game, and obviously we had a good result. There'll be a few changes maybe. Maybe a few other guys. Khalif's obviously out, so there'll be at least one change. But we got a good group, good lineup, good plan, and a couple new, I think, wrinkles for everybody.
Would you expect to have? Is it going to be a completely different group this time? You had a little bit of overlap last time. Do you think?
Yeah, we just had one player overlap with Will Johnson, so he won't play in this game. Maybe he'll be on the bench. There'll be some guys on the bench, but we've obviously looked at the group that we want to play. A lot of the guys will be the same, but with Khalif out, it's a new guy in, and then you got to look at what system fits that group, what system fits this game, and the way they're going to play. So there are a lot of those considerations. So like I said, I think won't be too much of a surprise who plays, but might be a surprise a few guys. And we look at it as an opportunity, maybe get a couple young guys a run in. From a system standpoint, might be a few wrinkles there as well.
How much does it play a role when guys like Jorge and Alvis use the game at Alpha to kind of play their way into the lineup now? I mean, I assume that plays a role in these guys' mind when they're playing against Alphas, that they do have a chance, if they perform well, to continue to get themselves on the radar for the starting lineup in the MLS games.
Yeah, I mean, every time the guys play, they know it's an audition, right? And how they do determines our choices, for all the other games. So, and the other thing is, it's exciting to play for a trophy, and this is, a great opportunity for guys to contribute to our season. And our goal is to get out of the group. It always has been. That would be huge for our club to be in the quarterfinals next year. And that's exciting for anybody that's going to play in this game. So it's not only an opportunity to prove to us that maybe they should start or play more, or be ahead of certain guys, but it's an opportunity to contribute to our club and to play a role, and to put us in a great position where we can get out of the group. This game's massive. We got to get 3 points. Plain and simple. That's the only goal.
When you look at the season, it's a really long 9-month season, and you guys